Freeport to become a technical hub for Carnival Cruise Lines, a possible third candidate in the PLP leadership race, and the community coming together to help a brother in need.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ricardo Lightbourne. It's good to have you with us here in Grand Bahama. Our top story now, the government is now taking steps to fulfill a campaign promise to rebrand Grand Bahama as the Silicon Valley of the Caribbean. Well, today, Carnival Corporation commissioned a major operation in Freeport that will actually diversify Grand Bahama's economy and provide opportunities for Bahamians. Let's go to Sabrina Brown for that.
It is expected to revolutionize the cruise industry. Carnival Corporation's Medallion project is the first of its kind wearable device that will enable a personal digital experience on board Carnival cruise ships, and Grand Bahama is at the center of this massive undertaking. This island will serve as the configuration center for this new innovative concept, with offices located on Peel Street. Carnival's Chief Experience and Innovation Officer, John Paget.
Any minute of any day, everywhere in the world, there's someone working on making this come to life for our guests, and that's in China, in Singapore, in Ireland, in Seattle, in San Francisco, in India. All these locations around the world have people working on bringing this to life, and again, it's all going to center here because there's an entire ecosystem of specialty technology equipment that we engineered specifically for the first time that will bring this to life with our guests.
Minister of State for Grand Bahama, Senator the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, believes this latest development positions Grand Bahama as the future industry, innovation and technology hub for the Bahamas and the Caribbean.
This government is focused on the development and the promotion and advancement of Grand Bahama as an offshore technology hub and welcomes this flagship company as it plays an integral role in the advancement of technology. The government is anxious and eager to support all Bahamians, especially inventors and technology specialists of tomorrow. We want to see Bahamians work diligently to continuously build our island.
Initially, 8 Grand Bahamian IT and electronic technicians will be hired and trained to assist with programming and installing the Ocean Medallion systems on board Carnival's fleet of ships.
Because this project is ongoing, employment will be available for qualified Bahamians, we believe, at a steady pace. As we seek to rebrand Grand Bahama for industry and technology, we will, Monday, launch the Grand Bahama Tech Summit for Grand Bahama on the 9th and 10th of November. Through the Tech Summit, we will gather some of the best and brightest minds in technology, including Bahamians, who are making big strides in technology worldwide, particularly in Silicon Valley.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Well, meantime, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture intensifying its youth training initiative on Grand Bahama. A new core of students was selected for the program that provides them with the tools needed for employment and also job intervention. Let's go to Natalia Hall for that story.
The orientation for the Fresh Start program was held on the campus of BTVI. Addressing the group was the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Michael Pintard. While sharing his life journey with the group, he encouraged them to become entrepreneurs.
I cannot understand unemployment to the extent that even if you have no skills, at the end of the day, you are in the best position to find a job, because that means if you have no specialized skill, almost any job could work. So after a hurricane, somebody can be paying to get that yard clean. Somebody's going to be paid for that window to just look just fresh. See me, I don't do windows well. So I'd hire some folks, right? There are some folks I would go and I'd get your grocery for you if need be. So in other words, you want a concierge service, so we don't have to call it grocery collect. I'm a concierge person. I do VIP services for people too busy to do exactly what I'm prepared to do on their behalf. All I'm saying is, there are a multiplicity of ways for us to do some incredible things to create niche markets.
The minister also notes that he's looking for a group of young visual artists.
so that we are able to do a massive mural project in Grand Bahama. So that rather than see abandoned, dilapidated buildings or abandoned good buildings, that we see buildings with art on it, that we create here in Grand Bahama would already exist downtown in Miami, where you had areas that were depressed. But through murals, it transformed the look of the space.
Youth Coordinator Carla Brown-Roker says there are currently 80 persons in the program and that number may increase because of the demand.
We are working very feverishly with UB and with PTVI to ensure that we take them from where we receive them and then we move them. So they're going to get a trade, they're going to get basic English and math, and they're going to get computer skills along with their trade and along with Bahama Host.
These participants share why it is important for them to join the program.
One of the findings I came across with the Fresh Start program, it enables persons of any background, any style, to experience a college level opportunity and to gain some insightful experience. So even as a youth leader of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and a youth at large, 22, I found it, well, it's nothing like me sending my young people to the program. Why not be a part of the program and embrace it?
I'm just looking to better myself as a person, and I feel like as a youth you should always take opportunities to better yourself, especially if you don't really have the opportunity to go to school or it's lack of funds.
I wasted a lot of time actually, and I feel like it's giving me an opportunity to start over, to say, hey, I'm capable of doing what I wanted to accomplish.
Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Natalia Hall.
Well, members of the Fix Grand Bahama taking their campaign for economic relief up a notch while they plan to camp out in the International Bazaar for a 24-hour period beginning at 7 this evening. You see, this camp out organizer Angela Roll aims to unite members of the community and encourage others to take a stand for economic relief in any way possible, including tourism. You see, Roll says given the current status of Grand Bahama, something has to give, and the time is now for the residents to actually step forward and to make a statement. Well, the president of the Rights Bahamas attorney Fred Smith QC condemning the recent announcement made by the Prime Minister and House of Assembly this week. The nation's leader warned that all illegal migrants in the Bahamas have until December 31st to leave the country, after which they would be aggressively pursued and deported. Well, Attorney Smith has taken exception to this plan and says it isn't the right thing to do.
This is not Fred Smith speaking in an emotional tantrum. Chief Justice Hartman Longley, Justice Stephen Isaacs, President of the Court of Appeals, Dame Joan Sawyer, dozens of judges for decades have repeatedly ruled that detentions pending deportation are illegal. The Constitution clearly provides that if any person is arrested, whether it is by an immigration officer, a police officer, a customs officer, a defense force officer, anyone arrested must be taken before a court of law within, no later than 48 hours.
Well, Attorney Fred Smith is advising that the government to actually pursue another course of action.
I gather over 25,000 applications by people born in the Bahamas before 1973, people born in the Bahamas after 1973 who are entitled to be registered as citizens, residency applications, permanent residency applications, longer permanent applications. Process applications first before you begin to prosecute. That's my message to the new FNM government. Process first, prosecute later. Spend a couple of years going through all these outstanding applications. Make money for the taxpayer, for the Treasury, by processing fees, by permit fees, by all the immigration taxes.
Well, members of the supporters of the Progressive Liberal Party are actually preparing for a convention beginning October 23rd to the 26th, while interim leader Philip Brave Davis and veteran politician Glennis Hannah Martin have announced their leadership bid. Tonight, a former leader candidate has also not ruled out the possibility of running for the leadership of the party. Let's go to Sabrina Brown.
Former cabinet minister in the Progressive Liberal Party, Alfred Sayers, may have his eyes set on the leadership position once again when the party meets in convention later this month. Sayers made an unsuccessful bid for the top post in the PLP prior to the May 2017 election when he contested former Prime Minister Perry Christie. While Sayers has not launched an all-out campaign, he told ZNS News that he has not made a definitive decision as to whether or not he will offer himself for leader of the party.
I have put forward a very comprehensive set of constitutional reforms to give the delegates, the stalwart councillors, the opportunity to demonstrate to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas that we are serious about reform, that we will deepen the democratic processes within our party, that we will sharpen the vision to enable us to diversify our economy and to empower Bahamians. We should not just live here and work here, we should own it.
The PLP suffered a devastating blow at the polls back in May. However, Sayers says the party was able to secure 38% of the popular vote, which he believes means its base is still strong. But he says all of the leadership candidates must articulate a clear vision for the party and work to regain the trust of the Bahamian people.
Every candidate, it's incumbent to say, what is the vision? What is the vision for the party, and by extension, what is the vision for the country? And I think that the country, the stalwarts, the delegates are waiting to hear what the vision is, and people should be evaluated based on what they're offering.
The PLP convention could see a three-way race for the post of leader, and while many believe this could further divide an already broken organization, Sayers doesn't see it that way.
I think democracy requires robust competition and accountability and transparency, and without those, and you know, that's not always tidy, because sometimes you have to make some people uncomfortable.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
And the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition continues in just a moment.